Right, everybody, it's all about feedback. And the reason I started the IIS in South Africa was because I had experienced what it was like to work with the AAR in the UK and the importance of feedback in a pitch situation. Whether you win or whether you lose, you need to know why. If you win, you need to know why you won so that you can make sure you implement what you promised you would deliver. If you don't win, you need to know why, because it'll help you to grow and learn. Now, we've been practicing all of this and preaching about all of this for 17 years since I started the business. But I needed to be reminded about how important feedback is myself, because about 3 or 4 times a year, we have to pitch for the pitch. It always makes agencies laugh when I tell them we have to do it too. And I've always said, oh, I really hate doing it. But actually, I'm learning to love it again, because we need feedback too. And we need feedback from clients that we have to pitch to in order to, and we come up against our fellow consultants. I never know who, I'm not really interested. And I never know how many. Again, I'm not that interested. All I know is it's a competitive situation, which is a good thing. You know, there can't just be one pitch consultant in South Africa. There has to be competition, and I welcome competition. I'm a great believer in it. It makes everybody work better and work harder. So in the last particular pitch for a pitch that we had to do, one of the things I did stipulate to the client was, you will give us detailed feedback after, whatever happens, whether we win or whether we don't win. And the client guaranteed that they would. And I said, and it can't just be a one-liner, sorry, you weren't successful. We need to know what it is that we did wrong or did right. So the client very, very kindly agreed. And so we didn't get it. We didn't win it. But the feedback that we got was worth all the hours that we put into putting the proposal together. We hadn't had a chance to present the proposal. I don't normally like doing that because I think proposals need to be presented. But I allowed it in this case because it was a particular area of the business that I felt would be looked at properly, with integrity. And the kind of feedback we got as to why we didn't get it was eye-opening, absolutely eye-opening. And it made us rethink a number of things in how we put together a pitch process. Essentially, what was interesting for us was that the client concerned did not see it as just a one-off project for a couple of months. They actually wanted us to recommend all sorts of things that we could do in order to keep things on track, to keep things going, to make the whole relationship work, etc., etc. And it's all things that we do as a business and have done for years, but we hadn't included it in our proposal. You might say, why, for goodness sake? Well, yeah, it was an eye-opener. And that's why feedback is just so important. And one of the things we're absolutely sticklers about is giving agencies prompt feedback post a pitch situation so that agencies can develop and grow. And it's one of the reasons why clients like working with us, because they know that we will do that. And they know that our feedback will be data-driven. It's not about whether they liked it or not. It's all about what worked and what didn't. Okay, so please read the article. There's lots in there. And remember how important feedback is. Thanks for listening.